Good afternoon. Thank you, Retailer Leadership Summit, for the opportunity to present what Actyv.ai does. I hope I can keep the next 5 minutes interesting for you all after the lunch. So what we've seen in terms of the payment disruption that's been happening across the globe has been more towards the consumer, the retailer, retail consumer. The B2B payments is is just now scratching the surface and it's yet to be disrupted. Active.ai is building the future of B2B payments and in the BNPL space. So if you look at the global B2B payment stuff, the kind of size that we're talking about is just mammoth. It's massive. I mean, I kind of considerably believe that B2B is where business happens, and and any buy and sell that's happening in the B2B trading ecosystem, there's a payment mechanism that is involved, which is of considerable size. I mean, these are some of the data points that we look at as to how big is this entire thing. And then if you look at the Indian context of the SMBs, there's been no concerted effort in terms of putting together a B2B payment ecosystem that kind of encompasses and makes it a closed loop ecosystem starting from a supplier, manufacturer, distributor, retailer, and then the consumer. Now, Active.ai's focus is very clear that we need to put a closed loop ecosystem that enables payments at every segment of the trade, of the buy and sell. So we have a couple of roadblocks that we've seen in terms of transformation, right? So in terms of the way people are operating today, there is SAP, which basically is the system of records. Now the system of engagement is broken. There are enough and more tools that don't talk to each other, that are disparate. They need to be connected. They need to be connected to a platform. So our effort in terms of this entire thing is to see how paper can become digital, how a tool can become platform, and how a platform can become a better platform for this entire ecosystem. So what we see as challenges is it's still paper driven, it's manual, whether it is onboarding a partner into the ecosystem, any assessment of these partners when they're getting onboarded, and then subsequently the kind of engagements. So there is a requirement for an orchestration to enable the B2B payment mechanism to be seamless. So we see a lot of problems in this segment, and these are some of the roadblocks that are there that Active.ai envisages to solve while building this B2B payment stuff. So our approach, whatever we put together, it's basically to have a smart network and a smarter credit ecosystem, right? So you have a smart network, your credit can be enabled, and then you have the payment mechanism enabled by design. Now, enterprise SaaS, see this is the system of engagement that we're talking about, where there is a single platform, a unified single source of truth that enables enterprises to kind of take calls in terms of their association, their partnership, and their trading tenets that they have to build on an ongoing basis. So enabling the growth of enterprises by automating the partner engagement system is one of the key factors. We assess every partner who gets onboarded digitally on the fly, basis all the documents and compliances that an enterprise would require, and then score them to assess whether they are credit worthy and credit ready. So this payment mechanism that we're talking about is ensuring that there is credit availability for the businesses that these two entities are making. So we kind of put that whole thing to a score, and we are bringing the entire banking ecosystem, the financial institution ecosystem, the large enterprises, the distributors and the retailer ecosystem, and also the platform that powers this entire journey is a seamless one and is a unified one. This is our solution. So we have a basic one which helps enterprises to onboard partners. They scout for prospects, they kind of onboard them digitally. They kind of review annually what is their health, both from a transaction history, their current performance, their payment behaviors. It's a constant thing that happens. Then there is also resignation and termination that gets handled. The score is a lot of financial data, behavioral data, there is transaction history, the infrastructure, quality aspects, all that goes into the score. The BNPL, which is basically the payment mechanism that we're talking about, the buy now, pay later into the B2B, being the category creators in this particular segment, BNPL is going to be the future of payments. And that's our firm belief, and that's the payment mechanism that we're putting in place. So what we're driving into the future is going away from person-based credit to purpose-based credit. These are some of the solutions that we saw, what it entails, the SOT, score, and BNPL. Some of the critical pain points that we solve by this is to enable enterprises to have partners within 24 hours, get their invoices to get going in 24 hours. Then the limits from the banks enable the payments to come, to them immediately. So this is.
You got to know the exact moment the ball is going to hit the bat, because precision, timing, and technique are everything in batting and in business. Are you a distributor or a retailer? We will get you instant access to money through our unique Buy Now, Pay Later. We are designed for small businesses. Actyv.ai पे score करो और Buy Now, Pay Later से grow करो.
So that's it. That's what we had. Thank you so much.